So if cognitive load has got you stuck where you are, and you've put in place all of the measures to mitigate that cognitive load, then what lives on the other side of that? That's what people refer to as a flow state, but I prefer to call it resilience, because it just makes you more able to deal with the things that come along your path. And it's because you've put in place all of these little tips and tricks of how to manage your emotional state, your physical state because of that, and it's going to cause that resistance to dissipate and dissolve. And once that has happened, you'll notice this upward spiral and upward trajectory of how things just manage to get done. It looks like it's a automatic thing that happens, but all that has happened is because you no longer have the resistance, everything is able to come into your life and be done in a much easier way. So your current state of being, if you can imagine it, is that you're avoiding doing things. And the reason that you're avoiding it is because you feel resistance to getting them done. The reason that you've got that resistance is because you aren't trusting yet of the outcome that is happening. You don't know what the outcome is going to be. So for that, your body's protecting you and your mind is stopping you from doing these things. And the reason for that is because you don't fully yet trust yourself with your ability to handle that outcome. Putting in place all of the measures that you are going to be building slowly but surely, learning to trust yourself, running through those critical skills, you're going to get to the other side of it. And what that looks like is this ability to just deal with things as they come across your path. And that's just getting shit done. And it seems like it's a very easy task to do, but I know, because I've been there myself, when you're in that state of complete cognitive overload, you don't have that momentum. And as you slowly implement these things and slowly build that trust back, automatically it just happens. You start stacking and it just becomes this compounding effect. And the more that you do, the more that you can do. And the more that you do, the more that you can do. And it continues to build with that momentum. So things that you never thought that you'd be able to do, things that you've been putting off for the longest of time, things just start to slot into place, and your mind, because you're closing these open tabs the whole time, there's now proper space for things to actually develop and stay in your mind. Again, I'm just going to use a simple example again with these YouTube videos. For me, it has been a huge stumbling block to get these things put out. But the more that I do them and the more that I trust the outcome at the end of the video, yes, I continue to make mistakes throughout, but pushing through, because I'm trusting now, because I've seen, and this is only video 9, but through the process of having done this, starting with no videos and working my way up, obviously the first one there was a lot more resistance than by number 9. And it will be the same with you. So the learning part comes from doing a small task, checking back with the outcome. Was it as bad as you thought? Building that new filter. Next time, doing the same thing. Again, adding to that filter. So now, instead of things running through the old filter, which was what is this bad thing that's going to happen, you've now started to develop a new filter, or you keep adding new filters, or rather actually removing filters, because now you're wanting it to pass through a clear stream and not be filtered. But as you keep doing that and removing these past hurts or past understandings about yourself, or even a misunderstanding, then that's what clarity is going to look like at the end of it. So what I need you to do for your sake, it's something that's worked for me, is to start putting these things into practice. Number 1 is look at what you're avoiding. Number 2 is understand the resistance and why you're resisting it. Number 3 is to understand where that resistance is coming from. What are you not trusting at the end of that thing? And then number 4, why you're not trusting yourself. So put that in place, see how it goes. Let me know in the comments if you need help with something, or just post a good story about how you've overcome these small little things. And then I'll see you in the next one.